Sup Shredders, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to an SP Reacts, where today we have ourselves a track from an act named Real Easy, titled Fusion. And if we switch over to here, we have ourselves a track here on YouTube. This is the first time in a couple of years that they're releasing new music. They've had a couple of years off and they're back into it. I'm looking forward to checking it out, so we're going to listen through it from start till finish, and we're going to hear what we think. Also going to be giving the song a score out of 10 based on various musical criteria at the end, but for now, let's go, let's do it. What have we got? Interesting movement with the percussion and ambient synths. Not bad.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Fake out, nice.
Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music. When I'm spazzing, I'ma lose it. In the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing. Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music. When I'm spazzing, I'ma lose it. In the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing. You thought you seen the end of me. Back to back, man, this shit was meant to be. It's 2020, lights are bright, this shit gets hard to see. And that boy sending shots, damn, that's some news to me. But I'm back in the game with a brand new flow, like really ever stop, man. I don't
Great
know.
adjustment of rhythm here.
With a breath like snow, it's radioactive with a radiant glow. C4, man, this track's about to blow. Who said that I can rap too slow? Pulling my weight, no need for toe. Drop this track and off I go. Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music. When I'm spazzing, I'ma lose it. In the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing. Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music.
Great filtering here.
I'ma lose it in the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing. I'ma throw attention, switch the flow, it be so random. Me and the bros be in a tandem, gone in the wind just like I'm Phantom. You thought you knew me, but I switched up the same old me, not giving a fuck. It's 4 doors and a 9 book. Looks like you're just out of luck, cause it turns on cocky, you see me shine. In this shit, I'm genuine, I'm sick of being on the sideline. It's labeled call, but I decline. Here for myself and to get mine. Shine too bright, so pull on the blind. Punch off flows in my mind, you know that I'm one of a kind. Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music. When I'm spazzing, I'ma lose it. In the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing. Just a click confusion, I would never quit the music. When I'm spazzing, I'ma lose it. In the booth, I'm mixing fusion. Double back, no losing, keep it fresh, I keep it moving. My shit be so amusing, listen up when I'm producing.
That was it. It was so short and sweet. Great use of 2.5 minutes. We're going to talk about this track more in the conclusion. And so welcome to the conclusion of my review of this track from an act named Real Easy, titled Fusion. Now, I gave this song an overall score of 7.3 out of 10, which I feel is a solid score. It's a really well-written and produced track there, with a really interesting structure to it, and with really polished vocals and production. I think this song is about their return to music, basically saying, look, I'm not going to quit. I'm back at it. You know, like, this is the serious, this is the real stuff. People have looked on my, for example, the speed that I rap, and I can actually go quick. And he does adjust the speed of his vocals to suit that, adjust the speed of the flow. The words come through clearly as well. Clearly, this is someone who is trying to sort of communicate that they're not going anywhere. They're very comfortable with the direction, the fusion of different tones and textures and sounds that they're going with. And this is a new journey, a new chapter for them at the same time. So they're sitting there kind of anchoring and they're moving forward. It's a nice re-entry to things. I think one of the ways that this track does things well is with the actual structure of it. In terms of the way that you had that kind of news forecast at the start, saying, you know, Real Easy is back, and you have the people responding to it and everything like that, and it's this kind of sort of casual flow to it. Then it goes into the actual entrance of Real Easy, where they start with a kind of ominous sort of like ambient synth kind of bass and drum rotation, with the vocals coming in over top, you know, reliably and consistency. It's just nice to have that sort of drama to it, that, oh my god, you know, what's happening, what is this? And then for Real Easy to sort of like put his foot down and sort of really sort of push things forward. So it's better, I think, than if you just simply come in and just started talking. It just makes it a bit more intriguing, and it's not like we overstayed our welcome at 2.5 minutes. So I feel as if the structure was well handled here. And there were some interesting decisions made with the length of various sections there where I kind of got a little bit lost in some of the parts, figuring out which was a verse and which was a chorus. Part of that was because of the decisions that were made with the production, filtering some parts out, making them sort of sound a bit washed out and other bits there. The production we'll talk about is probably the third thing, but it's structurally very sound. I think another thing that's done well here is the vocals. Like we rap well. The words come through clearly. We're comfortable with, having different speeds and rhythms with the way we sort of like spit our lines in. It comes through in a way where they show experience and polish. And it's very sort of like cool, calm, and collected. We're not needing to overexpress, over-communicate here. You can follow along to the story. The hook lines give you that message and sort of sink it in, It's easy to sort of follow along with. But then as we go through the track, we have those kind of vocal chops and like the final chorus there, which is like, oh, da, ba, da, da, da. It's just a nice little kind of like upper octave harmonic device there for the main vocal parts, which shows that we understand we need to continue to add things as we go along. There's call and responses and little bits of Eric Candy. There's even some sort of filtered vocal bits, some radio kind of filtering, getting rid of the low ends at some point. But ultimately, we're very comfortable with where we're at, I think, and it's just a really sort of like sensible release as well. We're not overdoing it. It's enough to pique interest and show our style in a way where I haven't heard a lot of hip hop and rap like this, sort of like in terms of the actual sort of like instrument, like not because of the instruments, but just the way it was structured and vocals were done and stuff like that. It's just really cool. It does show a kind of a fusion of different elements, which I appreciate. But I think finally it is the production. I think having the start of the track come in a bit quieter and almost like a bit more sort of like lo-fi was good. You had, after that intro section, you have the bass and things kind of build up there in a way where you get the main elements, but it almost like we're mixing with like the automation of the different sort of like filters to kind of bring it up and make it sound huge. And I think that there's a great balance between the bass and drum elements within the mix. It's easy to follow along to things. Things are segmented neatly within the frequency spectrum, so things aren't arguing or trying to overtake each other. The vocals sound nice and clear in the mix, regardless of where they are, regardless of where they're panned. It's easy to follow along with. It's nicely compressed. It has dynamic range. It's not it's not choked, but it's still nice and loud without pumping, so the bus compression and limiting is handled. And you have adjustments of like this kind of gritty kind of like basses and keys and stuff like that as we go through it. And like they're like different colors, like you're painting a picture with them, and they come and go enough to add variety structurally, but also from a production perspective, there's these different interesting sounds that are recorded well, and so you show an interest in wanting to hear them more, not just because they suit the song, but because they just sound neat. And I think that's an important part of production, as well as using sounds that people want to hear, not just that they make sense with the subject matter and everything like that, but that they elevate it. So ultimately, I feel like the vocals, the structure, and the production are probably the highlights of this track for me personally. There's nothing here that I feel needs to be changed. It's a really good start to proceedings and a first impression. I wish Real Easy the best of luck in future with their music. But thank you very much for watching my review of this track from Real Easy titled Fusion, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show them some love via the various social medias and the YouTube page, and stay cool, stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you in the next SP Reacts. Spiderhands out.